before I leave and thank you more and be even more grateful for this honor, I just want to tell you a few episodes of my life with ESG. When I started with ESG, I started with a film called Dar, in which I was really a bad guy, and I was killing people and misbehaving completely, even without being on drugs. And that was really, really intense. And I remember ESG met me and he said, "तू जब तक lover boy play नहीं करेगा ना, तेरा कुछ नहीं होने का है." But I didn't want to be a lover boy. I didn't want to be a person in love. I'm not very good with romance, except when I'm showing sunset to Rekha. That time I'm really cool. But I really am not, and I didn't know if I could. I didn't think I'm good looking enough. I didn't think I'm a pretty boy enough to play romance in films and do the stuff. But he kept on telling me always, "जब तक तू love story नहीं करेगा, तेरा career नहीं बनेगा." And when Yash Chopra tells you that, then you say, okay, there must be some sense to it. So if I don't look like a romantic hero, even if I don't act like one, I have to just go by his belief, and I did. And it genuinely did pay dividends. It really has created my career. Yash Chopra has single-handedly created my career for me to become, I mean, it's a very strange circle that I should be receiving an award which honors him by the memory of Yash Chopra, and I am who I am because of what Yash Chopra made me do and made me into. So I thank him for that. My second instance that I'd like to tell you about him is that he told me we had some problems once making a film, and he turned around, and I must have behaved well, and he said, "Outdoor जब actors जाते हैं ना, तो उनका जब वहाँ पर behavior देखा जाता है, तब मालूम पड़ता है कितने अच्छे होते हैं. ये मुंबई में मालूम नहीं पड़ता है यार." I'm not speaking like him because people think I'm making fun of him. I would do it out of love and say like how Yash ji told me. पता नहीं चलता यार कि कितना outdoor में मालूम पड़ता है, और outdoor में तू बड़ा शरीफ है यार हर तरह से. So I said thank you, and then I said, "Yes ji, but really why do you say that?" And I thought he'll give me some spiel. He said, "तू बॉम्बे में तो बहुत ज़्यादा लेट आता है, outdoor पे तो time पे तो आ जाता है at least." And the third was when I was in Kashmir. Like I said, I had never. My father was, his mother was Kashmiri, and he always said that if there is one place in the world that you don't go and see without me, it should be Kashmir. And so I didn't go ever. I remember the Chief Minister Saab, the ex-Chief Minister Saab met me, and he also invited me. I said, "मैं नहीं आऊँगा." मेरे पिता ने कहा था, मेरे बाप ने कहा था कि वहाँ पे सिर्फ मेरे साथ जाना, वरना मत जाना. And I didn't go till Yash ji decided to make Jab Tak Hai Jaan there. And I went. So like I said in the documentary, for me it was going back and going and visiting Kashmir, the most beautiful place in the world that my father said, and I went with my father and my family. So I thank him for that. And I do remember I was giving my last shot, मैं आखिरी shot दे रहा था jeep के ऊपर, and Yash ji did come to me and say, "तू जा यार, तू ऐश कर, तेरा last shot हो गया, हमारा भी अभी last shot ही होगा." And like he said in the interview we did 3 weeks before he passed away, that he didn't want to make any more films. But I think somewhere deep down inside, there was one more film I could have done with Mr. Yash Chopra. Actually, there was one more film each one of us could have watched of Mr. Yash Chopra. Actually, there was not just one more film. We could keep on watching one more and one more and one more and one more and do one more and do one more and act in one more and just be a part of one more film of Mr. Yash Chopra. But only the good die young. Allah does take away from you things that are the dearest and the most special. And so did he take away perhaps one of the most creative human beings, one of the simplest, one of the basic, do-gooder, kind-hearted soul I've met in my life. In the last couple of years, I was working with some directors, and you have your conversation with the young people, and I was talking to them. And while talking to them, half an hour I discussed the film we are doing, and 1.5 hours, even till day before yesterday, I think I was with Mr. Anand Rai, the next 1.5 hours, all I discuss is how Mr. Yash Chopra made you feel on the sets, how Mr. Yash Chopra directed you on the set, how Mr. Yash Chopra, more than direction, and made you feel loved you on the set, how Mr. Yash Chopra served you paranthas on the set. So I'm going to miss him. This is an extremely emotional moment, and even though I feel it from the inside, I don't want to externalize it, because this has been a long evening. For me, one of the most important evenings of my life.